Morning, everyone. Down here now, Grayhound with Alistair, of course, the big man on the AWP. Now, Ali, last year, obviously, you guys got to play this same event, but, you know, the wins weren't sort of the same as what you've had this time so far around, right? You know, last year it was going down to the Brazilian teams, but taking down Vertex on the stage. What's the difference in the event now feeling for you guys?
Now we've had time to adjust with our roster. Last time we pretty much made a roster change and we had to use Jordan hats. So now we've got Vexite, we're comfortable, we got good roles, and we're just more prepared. So I think we're playing the level that we're actually capable of and proving it in the server and in officials and not just scrims. Yeah,
absolutely. And now, of course, you guys had yesterday off, so you've had some time to rest and prepare coming into this one. Did you watch many of the games yesterday? Yeah, no, we kept an eye on them. That last game, Ecstatic and Complexity, was bloody wild. So that was sick to watch. That was cool. Yeah, we're ready. So 4 teams left, obviously, diving into these playoffs. Now, first game opening up against Bad News Eagles. Do you think you guys have got what it takes to make it all the way to grand final and even take the event?
Absolutely. No, we've come this far. We don't plan on slowing down, so we're going to take it to B&E and hopefully come out on top.
Absolutely. All right. All the best, man. We'll let you get to it.
Thanks, brother.
And of course, Rigon as well, the brainchild of Bad News Eagles here. Now, you guys have come a long way, and your schedule must be all thrown around. Now a 9 a.m. game. Have you guys had a chance to get some sleep yet?
We got some sleep. It was good that we had an early game, actually, because we're still a bit jet-lagged. We went to sleep early, but overall, we're feeling good, yeah.
Fantastic. And now, ESL Challenger Melbourne is a different event for you guys, right? You've been playing a lot of Tier 1 recently, coming all the way to Australia. Is it the ESL's Pro League spot that's really what you guys are fighting for here?
Yeah, it's actually only the Pro League spot what brought us here, to be honest, because we really need it, and we need to show what we are capable of, and that's why we came here, and we are trying to win it.
Yeah. Well, you guys coming in as favourites, right? A lot of teams here you wouldn't normally play, so it means a lot to be able to come down and actually show that you're above some of those teams. But now, going in against home ground favourites in Grayhound, right? The crowd's going to be interesting. Hasn't stopped you guys in the past yet. You've been crushing it. Do you think you got it what it takes?
I believe so, but I don't want to jinx anything, but we played in Brazil as well against crowd, so I think like the crowd, we respect the Australian crowd, of course, but I think when they shout and stuff like this, it just gives our more energy to play, to say to them, let's win this, you know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We've certainly got some fans in the crowd. Definitely heard that yesterday. So let's get into it, mate, and we'll see you guys in the server, all right?
For sure. Let's have a good game and let's have a good show.
Absolutely. Cheers.
2 pieces of utility into A and the lurk through underpass here.
The con smoke being lined up. Top con, Synopsy creeping through to that connector position, but not before he gets decapitated by Alistair. Good start then for Grayhound. Oh my God, Rigon and one flatter will turn the tables on the A bomb side, but Alistair got something to say about it. He will get traded though. You can see Liaz creeping through the smoke, but that is high risk, high reward. This time there's no reward for him, leaving Vexite in the 1v3. Just needs a one tap, just needs a headshot, but Seneri will put him out of his misery. B&E take the pistol.
Already looking sharp and on point, and that is getting me a little concerned as the full biased Aussie caster that I am. One default, smoke onto top con and window. They're going to position Rigon in towards ladder room and start this A split.
Keep an eye on the time though, because we can see that Sicko's in an important position for his squad. He was though. Yeah, they've been eliminated on that A bomb site then very quickly indeed. There was a chance with that bomb, but even if it went down, there was some time for B&E to react. They're being very careful though. One rifle to potentially be collected unless it can be protected. Might be the case now as Vexite is the last man to fall here. Just the 1 kill then for Grayhound as they wait for their buy to come through.
A little bit of chip damage through the smoke early on, and we're going to get a quick bricks boost over on Cat. Actually, they're just going to aggress straight out, but Synopsy going 1 for 1.
Fast moving round as B&E make their way towards the A bomb site. Bomb has protection in tow. 3 players towards the ramp then as grenades will be offered into the bomb site. GX is very blind, will still get the frag in time onto Sicko. Into an island now, will be dropped as well. 2v4 for Liaz and Alistair, and I think this one might be over for them, although they're not giving up on it just yet. Alistair creeping with the AWP. Liaz has got some angles. He might even have a second frag here. He's got to get his reload in. GX looking to punish, and he'll do that just in time. But where is Alistair now? Perhaps it's been made doable for him, but Rigon will find the angle before he can creep to the bomb site. And it's still no rounds for Grayhound just yet. Ming for the shot, not on this occasion. Again, B&E on these buy rounds with a big focus towards connector. First it was a double grenade, now it's the boosted AWP. But no one is giving them anything there.
Yeah, no one defaulting over towards that A side of the map from B&E. A big, heavy presence on towards middle. the flashes gets exchanged between both teams, and the early pick goes the way of B&E.
Might have some interest towards the short position here with the presence being shown in the apartments, and they're winning the duels as well.
Oh.
No answer from Grayhound in this one. Looks like they're heading towards the 0-6 scoreline then. Nothing else for Grayhound to do on the other side of the map but try to survive, and B&E are hunting for them already. It's going to be hard for Alistair to survive here. But Sicko, he might just find himself the bomb by accident. If he goes up these stairs, he'll see the bomb on the radar. But Regon creeping through there. Now, B&E are going to assume... Oh, this is so weird. B&E are going to assume that Grayhound has seen the bomb, but Sicko hasn't seen the bomb and doesn't realize that it's just there. If he goes up the stairs and everything changes here, I think he may have just... Now he's seen it. Now he realizes what's happening, and now everything changes. 35 seconds on the clock. Now, what is the read? They have... Grayhound will know that they're all coming for Sicko. If he goes down, it's an opportunity for Alistair to go to one of the bomb sites and make the right play there. Almost, but not quite. So do they go A or do they go B? Synopsy's been staying on B to try and secure things. Alistair finds himself on the window now. 17 seconds on the clock, heading towards the underpass. Will he be heard by any of these players? A Molotov. He'll have to force the issue. Does he find an angle on GX? He's passed already.
A big tournament like this on land, you think you're a better player. You just go in there and you get the job done.
What a fake by GX.
There's just no holes.
Oh. B&E so hungry for kills. Bloodthirsty around the A bomb site. Bomb is here as well. Regon made a mistake though. Strafing with an aid in his hand. That leaves Synopsy with the bomb. Very tight angle being held. Still gets his bell rung through the corner of the wall. And still isn't shy to continue peeking. Senery's made his way through into the bomb site, but he will be deleted. Grayhound holding things down for now. 3 remain though for B&E, and they'll still be very dangerous. Alistair will trade on Synopsy. Bomb still creeping on ramp in the hands of GXX. One flash will be coming in from Connector, slipping through enemy lines once again. Flashes towards CT. Alistair will be able to avoid that. Now one flash route. Running distraction, but down he goes. Alistair creating some space for himself. Orb versus Orb, jumping to the bench and finding the first round for Grayhound. And I'll see that nothing is there, but if they start to run, one Flatru might hear them, so they've got to be careful. In the meantime, it'll be a split of the B bomb site, but Vexite is ready for it. That's half the task done then. Can focus on the apartments now, but it's starting to fall back, in fact. This one Flatru's lurk will pay off. Alistair dropped on the A bomb site. Sicko could be important here. We're going to see a traffic jam in this mid position. He's got grenades up in that short area, and B&E are kind of stuck, or are they? They'll simply frag out. They've got more work to do now as Liaz is here looking for what, 2, only finding 1, and B&E are back to winning ways.
They had to keep Bad News Eagles locked into underpass there. Even just given an inch of space, all of the duels won by B&E is really focusing on the rifle-centric gameplay. Quick pace in towards middle from B&E. Flash over the top from Grayhound, though. They're looking to take fights early on here, but they haven't checked GXX.
Oh! Almost 2. Not sure if he saw the second one. Either way. Alistair gets some information. Very expensive. Senery only needs half a chance, and they can't find a trade there. 20 HP and a dream. Remaining 3 around the A bomb site. Creeping through now as Vexite comes in with the ore. Careful on those mollies, though. Senery creeping in the smoke. Does he know where Vexite is? Oh, that's brutal from Senery. Either side finding the edges, leaving Liaz to drop last. And B&E find double figures. So efficient, they don't give you even half a chance, B&E.
He just absolutely swindles them around the corners of the smoke. You know, we're up 10-1, but keep that focus. Do not let your foot off the gas pedal and get complacent whatsoever, because realistically, if this is one of the strongest opponents, this may be the game where the Pro League spot is on the line.
I feel like practically everybody has won their own pick in these series and they've gone the full. That could be quite handy. They are somewhat lacking in terms of smoke grenades, however, but they've always got that fragging prowess. Even jump peeking was painful with an AWP over towards that position where Sicko's just been dropped. That's one of the 2 AWPs, and the flashes are on point as well. Regon moving through and cleaning house, apart from Alistair, who still stands. 3v4, avoiding the pops. Oh, almost, but not quite there. So ready. He's only got 2 shots left, and he'll die on his sword on this occasion.
Wow.
Liaz now 1v4 as B&E just come through in devastating fashion time and again.
Just you switch to any POV of any of the players on the T side, it's nothing but mechanics raw adjustment. Just that snappy aim in quick A execute in here.
Slowed down briefly by the utility of Grayhound, but they won't stop. They will not stop. Bad news, Eagles. They will continue. Tenery's been dropped, but again, it's AKs versus French FAMASs. I know which one I favor. Regon moving through. Alistair looking away, maybe expecting a flash. There's been so many as well. The flashes have been so good for B&E to take the angles away. And then the AKs take the heads away, just as they might do here. The spray from one Flatru leaving Vexside. MP9 versus 2 AKs in an AWP. I don't fancy his chances. He'll do the best he can, though. Desperately trying to make something happen here. 14-1, a landslide of rounds for Bad News Eagles in the first half. Just the one for Grayhound as we move towards the second.
For B&E, their rotations are still pretty honest. Only 2 CTs to defend here.
In they come. Chain flashes will push Regon away. Tenery looking to his left, drop from his right. Regon taking one in the face, but still alive, looking for those high headshots. But Grayhound are coming alive in the pistol round. 3v2, they've got good angles for this post plant. Steenson obviously come through the door. He's just got a forced issue here. W all the way, looking for these headshots, looking for these 1v1s. Running out of bullets, surely. Down to Alistair now to get these 2 frags. The reload's coming in as they jump around the corner. And B&E cannot be stopped on Mirage.
Grayhound just not playing with any confidence. The bench player not swinging in that situation, despite being in a 3-on-2. After the contacts taken in the post plant, there's no trading from Grayhound. They're playing scared, and I don't blame them. B&E have absolutely demoralized them in the first half.
This one may never get started for Grayhound.
This is a statement from B&E, though. Absolute savagery in the server right now.
There's a potential 1v2 without that bench player peeking, as you mentioned. Maybe a key swing point towards 3. Continuing the disrespect. Disregard for danger in the mid position. This time he'll be punished, however. Still presence in mid. One Flatru and Regon working together. Look at the flurry of frags here from B&E. They are maimed, though. They could be in trouble, or could they be? One Flatru will clean it up, make it look easy from start to finish. Mirage only had 1 team on the server, and that was Bad News Eagles.
Absolutely making a statement here at ESL Challenger Melbourne. They're in fine form to pick up that Pro League spot unless Grayhound can recover in the second map.
Follow them down Banana. Regon will wonder as well, where is everybody? Well, there's a start. Ins to try and trade. Bomb carrier spotted then. And that shows lots of intention. And now things are advancing very quickly. Bad News Eagles coming in from the back and getting all the kills so far. Pico in a 1 versus 5. 45 seconds on the clock. A false start on the pistol round.
The sound cue was there.
Invite them over towards A and have a look at this setup on the radar. Will Grayhound be baited into this scenario? Starting to swing with the numbers here. So far, so good for Grayhound. 2 on odds. And frags! GXX, though, collects 2, and there's still more action to be had here. Would expect Tenery, perhaps not. Again, maybe thinking that the remainder would be over towards B. Suddenly, he's got some high ground advantage. That's going to be a real pain for Grayhound to deal with. Sicko spots him, but this is really killing time as well. As the bomb makes its way up mid, the bomb's quite far away, actually. And slowly slinking towards the side, but it's been enough time for Regon to be able to rotate over. You can see him at a library position now, playing off of information from his teammate, who's still becoming a nuisance. Spotted one in the graveyard, Ins on the site, and there's Regon trying to creep forwards, but Ins is ready for him. The MP9 now in a 1 versus 2, trying to get a 1v1. One of the bombs being planted, rings the bell, but can't get the kill. That B bomb side, but instantly Synopsy tags Frozen A's and rotates over towards A. So they seem to have an understanding as to what Grayhound might be doing here, but can they get the kills? Will the corner be checked? It will be! Sicko says hello in the most painful way for one Flatru. And they're heading towards that B bomb site where they still have a lurker. Time on the clock could be an issue, though, if Tenery could find an angle here. They are on the way. Will he be checked for? Indeed, he will be. And there's a trade they needed. 12 seconds to plant the bomb, and no one here to challenge it.
Retain that moving forward in this T-side half.
Night and day between Mirage and Inferno, as we expected. Doing something towards this A bomb site. What if he gets a frag here before they commit to this B area? We'll keep an eye on that on the radar. They are sending it though. Bomb in first. Vexite will be traded by Sicko after he drops the one flatter, and there goes Regon, but GXX is still here. The numbers game overwhelming the B bomb site for Grayhound. 12 seconds to get that bomb planted, and obviously won't find an angle in time. Unbeknownst to him, he might have a 1v1 here. Sending it straight through the smoke. Alistair will be saved by Liaz, who gets there just in time, and Grayhound continue rolling forward.
We're doing on their Mirage T side, just constantly keeping that CT economy back. Nice little wallbang through half wall. I think that had to be multiple connections because I don't think that the HEs were actually thrown towards half wall that time. So I'm assuming multiple wallbangs there.
Is Vexite ready for this close left corner? Oh, he's got a lot of people coming behind him as well. 1 minute mark now, and he hasn't checked it, but it goes there to trade. There'll be no molly thrown. Desperate situation now as the flying ins will deliver. Out of position are BNE. Are they going for the save, I wonder? So Scenery coming through along with urgency, but Peter's got $12,000 before the round win bonus comes in. He'll soon be losing money by winning rounds the way things are going for Grayhound in this first half.
Own position earlier in the round. Full buy up now for B&E. Aggression down banana right from the get-go and middle. Frags going right and left. But it is a man advantage, a two-man advantage for B&E. Where did Grayhound just go, James?
Wow, this round suddenly turned into a shooting gallery. Finally something for Bad News Eagles. It's been a quiet start to Inferno for them. But this will certainly help. Again, no shortage of money for Grayhound. And Liaz, even if he can't win the round, he can still make it quite pricey for Bad News Eagles, and that would be something. The bomb's been lost for now. He could be in a number of different places. Flashbang towards mid, and I think GXX has the information as to where Liaz might be with that. 1 minute on the clock. Long walk for GXX. How patient will Liaz be? Oh.
You can see the cogs turning there. He's anticipating the peak from jungle side, but can never quite get the timing right. That's what they needed. Mix in a bit more aggression. Let's try it again here.
Oh, they're not expecting a repeat. They're not expecting the same thing to happen again, and that's exactly what's happening. Sicko in a sandwich. Sees the barrel of the gun being picked by Synopsy, entertained. The mid push has been dealt with for the meantime, and now it's maybe awkward for BNE as Synopsy comes in for the peak, but Alistair's here to trade. 3-on-3 will favor Grayhound with 1:30 on the clock. Absolutely fine for them. Taking a lick of damage towards the end of that Molotov. Scenery forced forward by Alistair's one. But who gets the next frag? Scenery starting to peak. Perfect timing. Drops the bomb as well. While the remainder of Grayhound are focused towards top mid. Now Liaz will have to go and try and rescue that before it gets smoked off. And there is more utility coming down towards the bottom and the smoke as well, which will really slow the round down. And that'll make it even worse.
Vexite all alone now.
So many angles to check for Vexite. GXX wants to go back to the well here. Showing some elbow. Look at the confidence from these repeats.
Yeah.
The sheer confidence is fantastic to see, but rather you than me being up against it.
Right, heading into round number 13 here. Going to quickly go and contest banana yet again. Sceneri throwing caution to the wind in tandem with Regan.
All right. Scenery, always a problem. Sicko with 15 frags so far. Starts to head towards long, standing in the flames. That'll make life easier for Synopsy on the reload now as well. It's BNE fight back for one more round at least. 1-on-3 for Inns. Needs to collect this bomb, but he'll collect some lead to the face instead.
What's the money like for Grayhound now?
It sucks.
Yeah, it's
28 seconds. So quiet. And Inns is moving so deep into B. He hasn't found any angles yet, but there's got to be someone somewhere starting to run now. And that will draw, actually that will draw GXX towards the B bomb site. While the play's coming in towards A, the player that remains on A's bin drops, and there goes GXX as well. They've been baited in the last round of the first half, and Synopsy's going to have to clutch this.
Oh, Inns, master fisherman. Look at this wrap through carpets from Liaz, though. He's going to have a cheeky little position.
They'll have the sound cues for a defusal attempt, but he's not going to find any kills anytime soon. The timing from Liaz here, coming in for the backstab. 9 rounds at halftime for Grayhound. A great response after being missing on Mirage. How much do BNE have left in the tank in this game of Inferno? Find out after the break. Footstep heard by Alistair. Oh, hello. And goodbye to Synopsy. Some revenge. BNE have been doing that to Grayhound so often. But have a look at Senna. He's found himself in CT spawn as the team are rotating away from the B area, so he can cut off that rotation. Will anyone check this spot? Alistair can raise the alarm here. Will they check for Regon? So many things happening here. Only good for that one frag, but the bomb site's been taken by BNE. A fast plant for the CT side as one Flatru hides in the corner and gets an easy one onto Alistair. Not done yet, it seems, as he looks for more. Big damage done in the 2v2. You can tell his team he knows where both these CTs are, making a crossfire now, or the remainder of BNE, but Inns is swinging around the side as Sicko makes his way into the apartments for a time to see what's going on there. Inns will get one for free. They've broken the crossfire, and as GXX finds himself alone. 1v1, just one shot away from victory as Inns has got 22 HP, but there's 2 HP for GXX. Next shot wins, surely! And there it is for Grayhound. They take the pistol and make their way to 10 if there's time for the defuse.
Just in time. Massive clutch for Grayhound. That XVX getting so scary. Such a tense round. Losing Liaz right off the bat in towards Dig's side. Playing that force by though, Bardolph. It's dangerous.
BNE are always dangerous, especially with the T-side weaponry. Vexite's in trouble. A lot of grenades lost there. Alistair coming around the corner. There are more assailants coming his way, though. He's got to start. He's got to be careful, Alistair. Pre-firing for the third. Close, but not quite. GXX down to 20. Bomb hasn't been spotted recently. Synopsys on 25 HP and a scout. That's going to be very awkward indeed, especially with the likes of Liaz waiting for him. He is on an island for the time being, though, but what a great angle he's got. Bomb's been lost now. GXX might be in trouble as well. Net is closing. Bombs on the balcony. Liaz jumping up for the last one. Very cheeky indeed. Momentum continuing for Grayhound.
Oh, honest, and even Synopsy down to 1k. As well as Regon buying armor for themselves. And look at that. There's a reason why they're playing with confidence in terms of their economy. Just swinging straight onto Vexite. Almost gets out of there.
Bad news, Deagles. I can't be the first to say that, but it's Grayhound on the receiving end of it. The numbers swarming the A bomb site now. He's in so much trouble, Liaz. It's a small highlight there from Sicko, but here is the main pain. Drawing the attention, pulling the crosshair away. Always dangerous. They may look to try and find some more kills at the very least, but 2 versus 3. They'll create some space for themselves if they can. The Deagles will continue to rattle. One Flatcher will be a problem with this M4. Where is Synopsy? Left with the Desert Eagle now around the corner. Sicko's got a kiss, so is Inns. Someone's got to get on this bomb. Synopsy starting to creep now. They haven't checked the short position just yet. There isn't really a focus here as no one's touched the bomb just yet. No one's checking! Just holding on to things. Sicko! He defuses the bomb just in time. I cannot believe it.
Nade.
BNE only need 1 bullet though, maybe 2 for Synopsy. Although maybe not, no one's got a helmet in this round anyway.
Another nade.
Oh, it's gonna be a chunky one. Oh! Inns will be dropped. Starting to move through towards this B bomb site now. Sicko has to deliver here. They're chiggling from Senary. Sicko will fall off, drop a smoke for himself. One flat through, thought he had something. Turns out he had nothing. Synopsy and GXX remain 2 versus 4. Sicko in a good position, but is anybody ready for this push into CT? Vexite's ready for it, jiggling. There's 2 of them as well. Nothing going the way of bad news, Eagles. This was the round for them to break Grayhound with all the damage they did in a round prior. But nothing's going their way. 4 survive for Grayhound. 13-6. You can see Grayhound playing very defensively. Concerns towards CT as well as Inns starts to wonder. A lot of work for him to do here as Regon rounds the corner. Good angle for Regon. Taking heavy damage though. Quick shot for Alistair as he knows he's got some work to do. He doesn't know what is happening around that banana position, but he will focus on CT for now. 48 seconds on the clock here. As BNE have been waiting to cut off rotation. You can see Regon still sitting in the library position, but nobody is showing just yet. Vexite starting to wonder, but he's going elsewhere. As Alistair sees the bomb, still no one goes towards Regon. Senery's got to do it alone. 30 seconds. Regon's been so patient. Has a look towards the other side of A, sees nothing. And Liaz's flank starts to activate now as Vexite comes in from Banana. Alistair still posting up on the site itself. Still has time. Vexite's on the way. There goes Regon. Senery alone now into a crossfire. And there's the trade fragger. Grayhound cannot be stopped on Inferno.
A 3-on-5.
Grayhound securing Banana. Synopsy making his way through. Oh my days! What? All right then, that's not too shabby at all. A good start in this round, but again, so many required. Could be painful for the economy of Grayhound. That could allow BNE to catch up in the short term. For the long term will be an arduous task. Bringing on the B bomb site is Synopsy looking for his third, but Sicko will deliver. There's utility coming in from the back as well. Finding two, making it doable for Grayhound. 2v3 before the bomb's planted. All 5 remaining on the server are here. Alistair with a nice angle on the fountain. And now it's the 2-on-2 as the bomb is planted. Plenty of time for them to clean up the rest. Alistair continues to creep, continues to frag. Where is Juan Flatru? He is miles away. He won't find an angle. Grayhound have done it.
The hounds are baying, the crowd is roaring.
They'll send in some offerings, but will they send in the personnel as well? They've taken a lot of position very fast indeed. And there's a nice opening frag from Regon. Starters they mean to go on, starters they mean to proceed. BNE as they're getting boosted up, but still fishing, not seeing much of anything. Apart from his teammates dropping around him on the reload and gone. Vexite might not be long for this world. 1v4. Trying to get into position here as Synopsy chases, hounds, hunts and demands the pistol round. 1-0 BNE.
Go to receive.
Fishing is Synopsy. Sicko's got a chance though, but Liaz, oh, he's unknown. Sicko can still hide. They'll focus on Liaz. They went check for him. Now goes the bomb. Looking for the rifle, but that gives GXX the chance to try and keep that away from his hands. 4 versus 2. This is dangerous for BNE, but they have got the right men for the job in terms of the multi-frag, the spray transfer. Maybe the most capable people in this tournament for such a situation. Using that pillar to try and hide as best they can. Now they come. Here comes the charge. Grayhound forced it back. Only 1 loss to the victor, the spoils. AKs galore.
Force by converted, immediately shifting the momentum back in the favor of Grayhound. How do Bad News Eagles respond? A force buy of their own, surely. Ooh. That was filthy.
They don't look super comfortable with this scenario. Bad News Eagles. Grayhound are looking sharp. They've got a lot of bites. Let's go. Look at the pop off there. They won. Heading towards that minute mark now. As BNE are taking their time. That smoke into mid will soon be gone. In starting to wonder. You'll see one. Falling back just in time. But what of the mid position? Liaz has been lost in the meantime. Senery creeping. But Inns is so comfortable. A chance to plant the bomb though. As Alistair will be hearing these players coming through the donut position. Hiding in plain sight with 40 seconds on the clock here. GXX going to look for a bomb plant. Will he commit to this? Coming off of it as Alistair is here. He's got to be careful though because Regon is on the hunt. 30 seconds, 1v3. Damage on the frags. The Mac-10 says hello. Oh, it's so awkward for Regon. He might die after time the way things are going. Made himself a 1v2 though, looking for the CCs. Trying to run away maybe, but I don't think that's going to happen.
$950 in the bank account for Regon.
Real danger begins for Greyhounds. Bad News Eagles with AK-47s. Let's not forget how capable they are, but Greyhound are ready for it, it seems. Pre-fire from it's got to be careful. One flash through, forcing the issue through the smoke and looking for another one, but Sicko will deny. 3-on-2. Bomb collected by GXX. He and Senery have got to work together here. Owns for Greyhound. That smoke will be a clue. No eyes on mid. Vexite moving back now. Sicko's position will be very important indeed. Can Vexite run distraction though? Scenery wondering about the ramp, getting his bell rung down to 18. There comes that spray through the smoke then. Tick. There's the choke point. Who's going to cover the ramp in the meantime? Scenery making his way into the smoke. A touch on the bomb again. GXX is creeping. Is the trade there? It isn't. An expensive round, a pricey round for Grayhound. 3-2.
Ins is broke, 1.8k. The rest of Grayhound can buy, but that is a lot of pressure put on. Opting to explore this A side of the map. It's just Liaz to play retake from Donut side. The rest of Grayhound heavily set up to try and control lane as the A execute comes in.
Dropping a smoke to make some space for himself and gets his rifle back out in time. Full spray as he can fall back for the reload. It's important he holds Donut here. Vexite drops in the meantime. Smoke's all over the shop. And Alistair by the temple, posting up. Will he be served something? A sacrifice by BNE if they make the wrong step. Look at the chaos around these smokes. Where did BNE go though? That is gonna... They still have the angles, Grayhound, but now GXX will have an angle as well. Liaz trying to do what he can. Heavy losses. Hins may not survive here either. Hunting with the knife. I like the confidence from BNE, a warning, even without the swipe there. 3-3, breaking the money for Grayhound.
And look at the reactions from BNE. They
too much damage. BNE looking for a really fast one into this B bomb spot. I think that molly was very, very key. Otherwise, it just would have been a surge. It still will be as Regon makes his way in. Look at these peaks with the AK. BNE warming up, but Ins is already hot.
Where's the bomb?
Someone's going to go back and collect it as the bomb site is surrounded, but they do have some time. And they can focus on the frags for now, but they're going the way of Grayhound. That FAMAS coming in with 2. Vexite thinning the numbers for BNE. Ins is on the flank as well. They'll get the upgrade. Synopsy is lost, wondering why no one's on the radio. See the peaks there from Alistair. Ooh, that's a tight one. But Liaz will trade. Not too much damage done. Grayhound survive with 3 and tie the score again. Ins will keep an eye on them. Don't give them too much space for free. The harassment will continue, then a molly on the ramp. There is quite a gap there, though. This could be trouble for the CTs. They're pushing too far, I think. Vexite will be traded, and suddenly we're in a 3-on-3. Trying to take the fight to BNE this time. They'll be able to deal with it. The number's in the right place. Bomb crossing to the site. Sicko trying to stop it. Position lost for Grayhound as the bomb is planted. One Flatru and Scenery are quite low, but they've got GXX posted up with the AWP. That's the difference maker. Often is and will be for this round as well. Man advantage for BNE, and suddenly things are looking real tough for Grayhound. Only smokes. They can try and isolate these fights. Alistair finds an angle, but they've got to get a smoke onto this position. There it is for GXX. Jumping through or trying to. Madness happening as Liaz puts the smoke towards the bomb. Defends the ramp, but GXX is here. The defuse is here as well. The knives are out. It's like a chicken shop in London as the defuse comes through.
Unbelievable end to such an important round. Ins and Vexite having such a fantastic start to this game almost throw that round in the bin.
And pre-firing where they got shot from before. Nervous territory for BNE. Running distraction maybe in mid because there's a lot of action coming the way of the B bomb site, but Alistair's got a flicks for BNE. He's going nuclear on the B bomb site. Nothing's going their way. 4 kills for Alistair. Nasty work from Grayhound. Fight where the CT might be. If Alice is not posted up on the A bomb site, then maybe they can find an entry. See the bomb rotating away now. Sicko, very patient indeed. Very alone here. Nobody on Donuts. Synopsy running over, and now he can raise the alarm. Looking for the second one. But that's the opening that BNE were looking for. Only 2 remain, but we know they can clutch it. They have the individual prowess, but that's their last smoke as well, unless there's one on the body. GXX making his way through. Rotation coming in as well. A lot of work for BNE to do. That's all their util gone, unless they find something on the floor. HE towards the bomb planter. Now it's time to get to work. Tags through the smoke. 23 HP for GXX. And now he's alone. 1 versus 4. He needs a miracle, and he won't get it. What he will get is Liaz once again. Defaulting for BNE. Losing the jewels. On the T side, this is unlike them. And we said at the beginning of the series, it's a chance for Grayhound to really come to fruition against a fantastic test. And they're doing exactly that. Denying BNE all over the map. Only 4 rounds to their name.
Questions just have to be asked. This T side from BNE is not working. You can't just keep taking these dry duels in middle, walking up lane, just walking around the map into CT angles is not working. But how do they convert the post plant from there?
Yeah, it's been a problem from this spot in the past. The flashes will keep them alive for the time being. He'll hold on to Donut. 3 plays in CT for Grayhound then. And I'm sure there'll be spray through the smoke from both sides. Good map control here for BNE. Oh, Vexite hasn't checked the corner properly. Regon surely gets 2. No, Sicko and Vexite lighting them up. Leaving Senary in the clutch again. Utterly denied by Grayhound. That was a brutal retake for them. They stormed the first half, 11-4. Only one team can move through to the finals. And it might just be Grayhound. There's more work to do, though.
Towards Donut here. Retake over on the A site.
Oh! Ooh. Not done yet, then. Always a dab hand with the pistols, BNE. That's a great start. Always about how you finish, though. Synopsy holding things down. They're walking into a sandwich, but Senry might be running out of bullets. Switches to a Glock. Very nice from him. Buys some time for Regon to come through in the back. Now leaves Alistair in a 1 versus 3. Got to be careful. Regon's coming. Finds a 3K in the pistol. That's going to get a jump start for BNE in the second half. He's starting to wonder also. Liaz offering grenades towards the A-bomb site, but they're non-believers. Maybe that gives BNE more confidence towards B, but they still need to deliver. The flashes are here, and so it's one flash to remove that MP9. 20 seconds, the flashes will continue. But still, the advantages are coming through for Grayhound. Look how they wipe out the bomb site. 12 seconds, bombs dropped. GXX 1v2. They've got to act fast. Inns finds an angle. GXX pushing forward, focused, looking past the smoke, and Liaz has the off angle. 12 rounds for Grayhound.
Immediate reset on Bad News Eagles. Grayhound continuing to roll through with the momentum.
Foot in the final unless they act now. All power for GXX. We know what he's capable of. That'll certainly help, though. One flash through of an overperformance of the MP9. Always capable of it. Every single member of BNE is ever so dangerous. Doesn't matter what they have. And there's a perfect example. 1 HP for Juan Flatru. Done all he needed to. Huge response from BNE. The force fire working out so far.
Oh.
Diaz has the bomb, though. He has the objective.
Wow.
But he doesn't have his head.
And both of the AKs picked up. 3 AKs picked up in that round for Bad News Eagles. That's a massive economy swing. Picking up that round, they are straight back into this game. It was looking worrisome for them at 12-6. But now this is a completely different story.
That second kill is so important for Juan Flatru there with the MP9. And you can see they're still dangerous. They're just around the corner, not showing just yet. Can Alistair get activated? Can he draw the attention of GXX away? There's that free kill. Stereo frags for BNE, leaving it a 4-on-2 for them. Oh, great denial from Vexite, though. That's 3 in a round so far. He might be on for an ace there. He still has Alistair for support. Going for a plant for Donut, of course. Can it be stopped? Alistair holding on the left-hand side. But look at this. Bunny hopping, denied by Alistair. Beautiful movement, but to his demise, both players low out. Need to avoid engaging. They can hear the beeps. Gets around the corner just in time. One flash is going to have to dig deep to find some kills here. Off angle for Alistair. All the way in to find him. But he'll be punctured. They turn it around, Grayhound, to get their second round in the second half.
B flash over the top. Grayhound take control of the middle of the map. They've already secured the extremity over towards A. Now pressure on Synopsy and Donut.
Molly coming straight for Synopsy, but that's a great spray through the smoke. Finds a second as well. That is really going to help them. Can reset into new angles now as most of the threat through mid has been neutralized. Vexite waiting for rotation. Liaz has to perform, but Synopsy is ready for it. BNE punching again. Alistair looking to do more work. He's one in donut. 1v3 now. 35 seconds to find the rest. That's half the info for him. He knows where GXX is. Last seen exiting towards long, but focused on the bomb site here. He's made it a 1v1. A smoke to create some space. He might find a bomb plant here. 20 seconds. Does GXX have the angle? Off it comes. Looking around the boxes. Surely he can clutch it. I can't believe it. Alistair again.
Take notes. This is an absolute masterclass of a clutch. Even hopping off the tap when GXX starts running at him to deny that bomb plant in the smoke. The spatial awareness, the game sense, the pace from Grayhound into the B site.
GXX is delivering. No, the flashes aren't working out for Grayhound. Look at the response from BNE. You can take them down, but they always come back swinging every single time. Turning it into a street fight. They are ready. You can rush them, but they were born from that ilk. They came from the Flames, BNE.
Sound like this already starting to make moves over towards the B side of the map. Again, it's pace from them.
Sending it once more. So blind once more. The rifles, though. Vexite, it's Vexite again. From round to round, Vexite's putting in work. Look at the peaks. Synopsy is denied. They've got smokes as well. 2-on-2 with 1:30 on the clock. What is happening? Regon's coming through. He's going to be so important from that cave spot. But it's Vexite. Frag after frag. His third of the round, leaving Regon in the clutch. Knows it might be a crossfire. It might be a bait setup. Where are these T's hiding? There's the first. Vexite with 4. What a hero for Grayhound. Match points for the Aussies.
This time, sending the boys towards the extremities. It's a quick B execute util from them, and then a walkout contact dry onto the A site.
Oh, that's a big one from Regon. He certainly helped his teammates. He's left a bomb in isolation. That's a bomb commit. That definitely slows things down. Vexite with 25 HP. Money sucked for Grayhound if they lose this one. Not done until it's done. Let's not forget BNE and Rare Atom. Thought that one was going one way. Grayhound have done one better than 14, though. 1 minute on the clock. Inz's patience will pay off for him. More people lurking, though. Needs to keep that in. He's got multiple places to look as Scenery starts to pop out, but he's been denied. Bombs on the way. It's turning again. 2 more frags between Grayhound and the grand finals. Bomb being planted and bomb being denied. 25 seconds to fix this. And now it's down to Alistair. He's been seen. They know he's on the ramp. And GXX will deny. They are not done with this one yet.
What a sharp 3K on the A4.
GXX going to see a lot of people coming his way. Bell rung to 4 HP. And it's Vexite. Who else on Ancient to finish him off? Sees one making his way towards Temple. They've got one more smoke on Sicko. Inns is a far way away. Continuing to try and deliver. Regon is lurking on the side, though they might not know that, but there are flashes in which both teams will eat. One flash who drops the bomb. Inns is still far away from his squad, and they are tanking damage here on the bomb site. That lurk won't find anything. Won't get there in time. All coming together to get that final kill. How do they pull players away? Synopsy's more or less committed here. Even if GXX rotates, if he does, the sound cube might bait them into Synopsy, who's starting to jiggle, and he's been spotted by Elias. The patience pays off, but there is the trade from GX. However, Sicko's in position now. As there's a focus on the B bomb site, the rotation will be heard. Regon's on the way. That's going to be a big duel. In the meantime, GX is creeping around the smoke with an orb. 20 seconds. How has he found them? 2 remain. They've got to plant a bomb here, Grayhound. 2v3. Alistair waiting. There's GX. Saves his teammate, but he sees all the CTs. Sicko's got the info, but he's only got 10 seconds to find these kills. He knows where they both are. Pre-firing everything. The Galil.
The Galil.
The headshot, but not the kill.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Sicko in our little hidey holes and wait for you to make the first move. Smoke to Donut, and now Grayhound starting to make some pace in towards CT.
Where are they headed? A great angle from Juan Flatru. Bomb's in a weird spot, but Vexite was going to find an entry. Juan Flatru still here. He will hit him off to the races. Oh, he's fired a shot. He'll slow things down at least. Will that be enough? 3 kits and all the CCs, 20 seconds to plot that bomb. They've got to deal with Synopsy. The bomb's been dropped. Vexite's in the clutch now. He's done so much, but he can't stop overtime. And there's the release from Bad News Eagles. They were up against it that whole game, and they forced it back. They are not done just yet. Look at the angles they are holding. These are absolutely menacing, and Liaz is going straight into the cave. But the timing! I can't believe it. There's one more to find, though, and that could be a problem with 28 seconds on the clock. Bestico delivers, traded by the nade. Bomb collected by Vexite, 16 HP, crossing to the side, going for that bomb plant now. 4 on 3, your move, BNE. They've got one lurk in Synopsy, but will Liaz be checking the back? Not at the moment. Synopsy coming in from the back. Liaz turns around just at the right time. Advantage Grayhound. Regon and GX moving through. Regon on the Desert Eagle. A double orc retake is going to be so hard. 1v2. How do you avoid a trade frag? Liaz hiding in the corner. That bomb is really ticking as well. Big headshot. First round for Grayhound. Ping towards this bomb site. With the numbers in tow, the mollies will begin. That'll slow Ins down, though. That'll slow him down yet further as Senary tries to pre-fire. And a sandwich of Molotovs, but Grayhound haven't had any frags just yet. Liaz moving into the side. There's a good start, but behind the smoke is Synopsy. 3 to find, 39 seconds. The double peak is enough for a lead as they change sides in overtime. He's slowly falling back, but will he have an angle in time? There's the flashbang into the side they go. Alistair's posted up now, wondering about the left and the right. Sicko has to deliver here, but he can't. 3 on 4, Alistair loses his angles. Synopsy jiggling, teasing him. As they've taken the site. Bad News Eagles with a plan C on the B bomb site. Drop Alistair. They're moving towards match point here, BNE. 2 players remain, walking to their doom. Vexite with so much to do. There's the trade, and BNE now are on the cusp of victory.
Series point. It's been an absolute slog for them after an 11-4 first half that they suffered. On his lonesome, playing retake from Donut yet again. Vexite will join him on the rotation through CT, a little late to the party.
That rotation is so far away as well, but they haven't made their way into the bomb site just yet. Liaz falling back, but he is on an island. He is so alone. He has a smoke to play with for the time being. The molly is up, causing big problems, but now we're starting to see some position. Alistair is on the way towards that temple area. Spotted Senary, no connection though. Ins will be the first one to fall. They have to deliver here, Grayhound, but they're all falling. Looks like the end of the line for Grayhound. So close and now so far as Sicko's the last one to fall. Bad News Eagles turn it around and find a way in the final.
Heartbreak in Melbourne for Grayhound. Both of these teams wanted that ESL Pro League spot. Both of these teams qualifying for the major and wanting to bring the momentum of making the grand final in this event into that major. And unfortunately for Grayhound, that's not the storyline this time.
A massive test for Grayhound.
Take the loss for the boys and then cheer on the winners here, because Bad News Eagles, they friggin' earned that victory. Please, give it up. Thank you. It's a very humbling moment to have Aussies humble in defeat and ready to cheer on such a strong victory in GXX. So, mate, look, first of all, congratulations. How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling amazing. It was a tough match, to be honest. They put up a great fight. Crowd was amazing. It was hard to play versus them, but as I said yesterday, we're a comeback team and we did it again.
Well, you came out and absolutely crushed them. I'm sure so many people have experienced queuing up 4 a.m. and getting slapped down by a 4,000 elo stack, right? That's what you guys did on Mirage. And then they came back on Inferno, 16-6. That's quite a tough pill to swallow. What was the reset like before you guys came into Ancient? Because you had to fight all the way to overtime.
On Asian, we know we have really good CT side, and we have a saying that when we're losing 11-4, it's like 2-0 in football. We always come back from this result. So we just played our game. We did a lot of mistakes, but we will try to fix it for the final, I guess.
Absolutely. Zonic's Law, 11-4. It always does happen. But look, you were absolutely popping off on the AWP, man. Rest of the team, super sharp. So one more time, everyone here in Margaret Court Arena, give it up for Bad News Eagles. And we'll see you guys back very soon for the next game. Back to you guys on the desk.